After revealing Green Goblin, Magneto, and Carnage, I didn't think Arc System Works could possibly top themselves with any other Marvel Tokon trailers. Then they went and did this. At EVO this weekend, the company behind the upcoming 4v4 Tag Fighter unveiled the final team that is set to be playable at launch. This squad consists of Ghost Rider as the leader, and as of today, we now know the rest of his team. Loki, Blade, and Deadpool are joining the fight, and their reveal trailer was absolutely insane. So insane, in fact, that we see Deadpool straight up pulling off Mortal Kombat moves, among so many other things. Saludos mi gente, greetings everyone, my name is Dream King and today, we are talking about the Samurai Outriders reveal trailer for Marvel Tokon. But before we get started, please like this video, share it, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell if you enjoy my content. Your support helps out a ton and it is always very much appreciated. Now, let's get into the video. Alongside the new reveal trailer, ArcSys also put out a PlayStation blog entry that provides a few more details about each of the new fighters. This includes a quick recap of their backstories, as well as what they're up to specifically within the world of Marvel Tokon. In this video, I'm going to talk about each character individually, and we're going to cover what was written in their blog entry, as well as everything I spotted in the gameplay trailer after very closely analyzing it. Let's get right into it, starting with Blade. Eric Brooks, aka Blade, was born as a human-vampire hybrid as a result of his mother being attacked by a vampire during her pregnancy. Blade's journey is one of revenge, as he seeks to destroy the monsters that killed his mother, ultimately leading him to becoming a vampire hunter. In Marvel Tokon, Blade has completed his training in Japan, gaining even greater physical and mental strength. He wields the demon-slaying sword Muramasa, a weapon capable of slicing through gods. Muramasa is normally kept sealed with its power restrained, but when Blade releases that power, the blade turns red and reveals its true potential. Blade specializes in an aggressive combat style, which involves him skillfully handling a variety of deadly tools, including his Muramasa sword, machine guns, and glaives. One of his unique abilities, Heartstopper, throws a stake that pins the opponent in place and allows Blade to close the distance at incredible speed. When it hits, Muramasa glows red, enhancing the performance of his sword-based skills. Closing in instantly and delivering powerful slashes, Blade truly lives up to the name of a hunter. The first thing we see from Blade in the trailer is a forward-moving slash attack that switches sides when it hits. He can throw stakes that pin the opponent in place, and when they land, he quickly dashes straight to the opponent's position. Like the blog notes, this powers up his sword-based attacks when it hits. He also has a circular blade that he can throw as a standard projectile in the air. I imagine this will work nicely for space control in the air and zoning. There's a triple slash attack that looks like it might be a special move, which knocks the opponent back on a hit. In the trailer, we see him call Ghost Rider assist to catch the opponent falling back, and then he dashes up to continue the combo in this scenario. Blade has an upward slash attack that sends the opponent quickly flying diagonally up. This move kinda looks like Yasuo's upward stance slash attack from 2xKO, and Blade can follow up after it by throwing stakes, which he can then extend the combo even further after that. His level 1 super looks like a standard multi-hitting sequence where he uses his swords, machine gun, and circular blade, then ends it off with a big sword slash. It looks really cool. And finally, level 3 is a big, beautiful cinematic super with a blood moon in the background. It looks awesome. Probably one of the best looking supers in the game so far. It's crazy. Loki, Laufey's son, the adoptive brother of Thor, is known as the god of mischief and the god of lies. Though raised in Asgard by Odin, he is actually the son of Laufey, king of the frost giants. Originally a villain, Loki is attempting to turn over a new leaf and become a hero in Marvel Tokon. As part of the Samurai Outriders, he makes full use of his powers of deception. His combat style excels at trickery, with many skills incorporating feints and counters using illusions. He also uses projectiles based on ice and magic, combined with clever use of erratic movements to constantly confuse opponents. True to his mischievous nature, he can dish out frustrating and deceptive attacks, but if his tricks are exposed, he may be punished heavily. Loki is a uniquely unpredictable character who takes advantage of his opponent's bad habits. Loki has a counter special move that beats normal attacks. This move teleports him behind the opponent before dishing out an attack of his own. In the trailer, we see him extend afterward by using an assist, which means he can convert into a full combo if he lands a successful counter. He has what appears to be a dive kick that he can actually feint out of. We see him dive kick at Hulk, but instead of hitting the opponent, he teleports to the ground halfway through the animation, which makes Hulk's anti-air whiff. This is probably going to be a strong mix-up tool, especially when used in conjunction with an assist, as it will allow him to make it seem like he's going to hit high, then feint and hit low instead while an assist covers him. Loki fights with a dagger, a broadsword, and his staff. Each weapon looks to be tied to both normals and special moves. We see what looks to be a magic series where L uses the dagger, M uses the sword, and H uses the staff for an ice attack. He has an EX double slash attack using the broadsword that appears to hit 4 times in total. With it, he slashes fast and spins around to where his back is facing the opponent, and the slash effect hits them while his back is turned. Then he does a quick downward strike to close it out. We see him extend the combo after this move by using Blade's assist, and we also see the normal version of this slash attack a few times in the trailer. There's also an attack where a bunch of magical orbs rain down on the opponent, similar to Ingrid's level 2 in Street Fighter 6. Loki appears to be able to move during this attack. I'm guessing this is his level 1 super, and this should allow him to create some crazy mix-ups or get more damaging combos out. It's hard to tell, but it seems like the counterattack might actually be tied to a stance of some kind, where he gets access to other moves. We see him hold the same stance he did before with the counter, then continue after the super with a flipping attack that ends with an ice projectile. Loki has a spinning staff attack where he creates a circle of lightning magic in front of him. It looks like it has slower startup, so we see him hit this after Ghost Rider's assist locks the opponent down. He also has a magic burst attack that hits multiple times, and he might actually be able to teleport out of it, though we don't get to see the full follow-up here. We do see it later in the trailer, and he disappears after this move, then reappears and does his flip attack. But this time there's no ice element attached to it. The earlier example shows him holding that stance and seemingly powering up his staff with ice magic, so he might be able to infuse his attacks with ice elements by holding that charge for a bit, which would make for an interesting unique mechanic for him. It could even be his unique character power. At one point in the trailer, we also see him attack with another sword that looks like a red falchion sword. We see him hit a downward spike attack from the air that ends in him hitting another couple of slashes with the sword when he lands on the ground. All of these attacks are fire-based. I can't quite tell if these attacks are all separate moves, but it is worth noting that Loki freezes the opponent before hitting the first falchion attack, and that attack ground bounces the opponent when it hits. So there might be some unique interactions when mixing the different magic elements, like Gil's Retribution in Street Fighter V, but I'm just speculating here and I'm not entirely sure. It could just be that the move itself causes a ground bounce. It also looks like his big level 3 super uses the falchion too. He swipes the opponent away with a flaming sword, then encases them in a giant fire-nado. Wade Wilson, a Canadian mercenary, grew up in a troubled household and eventually left home. After receiving extensive military training, he served in special forces but was later diagnosed with cancer. As part of the Weapon X program, he was injected with a healing serum derived from Wolverine's blood. While it saved his life and granted him superhuman regeneration, it also left his body severely scarred and his mind unstable. Deadpool's combat style reflects his reckless nature, enabled by his powerful healing factor. He uses guns, grenades, and swords, along with high-risk techniques that involve taking damage himself. In Marvel Tokon, Deadpool has somehow obtained a game strategy guide from beyond the fourth wall, granting him access to a variety of unique attacks from fighting games of legend. Filled with a love for hype and excitement, he enters the arena with an outrageous arsenal of crowd-pleasing moves. You've probably noticed it by now, but Deadpool is littered with crazy references. His normal throw is clearly a reference to Johnny Cage's nut punch from Mortal Kombat. We see that he does the Jack O pose from Guilty Gear Strive 2. It might be his crouching stance, but I'm not entirely sure on that, just an educated guess. At one point in the trailer, Deadpool stabs himself in the gut to hit his opponent behind him, just like Yoshimitsu's Harakiri from Tekken. His official description mentions him using techniques that deal damage to himself, so I wonder if this might be one of the special moves that does that. It would make sense if it did. Deadpool has a spinning uppercut with his swords. This move ends with a downward slash that spikes the opponent down to the ground. He has a bolo move that, it's Scorpion Spear from Mortal Kombat, straight up. He ends the bolo attack with a Mortal Kombat style uppercut too. And as far as I can tell, it looks like it's all one animation, so it's likely the same special move here. From the uppercut, he can throw Headpool down with a Molotov in his mouth that explodes into a pillar of fire and smoke. This attack and the pose he strikes when he lands it are references to Scorpion's Toasty fatality, and Deadpool even pops out from the bottom right side of the screen and says Roasty instead of Toasty, but in the same way as the classic Mortal Kombat Easter egg. He has a move where he spins his swords around that nullifies projectiles. He can pull out a grenade while in the air, and when he pulls the pin, he hits the opponent with an initial strike, but instead of throwing the grenade at them, it explodes in his hand and he hits the opponent a second time. This could be another technique that deals damage to himself when he uses it, considering he technically blows himself up here. Also, he straight up has Dr. Doom's foot dive from Marvel 3. No joke. Deadpool has an attack in the air where he hits the opponent with multiple items that appear to be some kind of masks? Maybe the Marvel heads know what or who it is, but the move hits multiple times and they explode on impact. This move spikes the opponent down diagonally, and he can extend the combo after it by using an assist. He also has a move where he rides on an inflatable Deadpool whale. It looks just like May's dolphin attack from Guilty Gear, and there appears to be a standard special move using the whale, but the trailer seems to be edited in a way where this move goes right into his level 3, which starts with an uppercut using the whale. With that level 3 super though, he summons the Deadpool core for a big cinematic sequence, and it looks rad, man. Lastly, near the end of the trailer, Deadpool is shown to have a move where he sends out Headpool and throws a Molotov at him. Headpool catches it and flies forward for a slower moving projectile that explodes on hit. So that is the Samurai Outriders trailer for Marvel Tokon. I think my biggest takeaway right now is that Deadpool looks incredible and insane, and despite the fact that I didn't think it was possible to beat out the Marvel 3 version of Deadpool, I think Marvel Tokons might be better. We're gonna have to wait till launch to see, but this early look, man, he just has so much character and so much craziness. I can't wait to play him. But of all the 3 characters that just got announced, I think I'm most excited to try out Loki. I get the feeling that his elemental attacks are going to have some really crazy properties to them, and I really want to explore that, so I can't wait till launch, man. I just want to play this game already. Anyway, what did you think of the new Marvel Tokon trailer? And which of the 3 newest characters is your favorite? Hit the comments below and let me know how you feel, and if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like it and subscribe to the channel. Your support is always very much appreciated. Thank you all for watching. I will catch you in the next one.